Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for June. I hope you're well. I would like to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Sagittarius out there. So guys, simply take what resonates for you and just leave the rest for someone else. Okay? We're going to start with your current energy, and then we're going to look at June from the first week all the way to the last week of June, and see what is in store. Now, make sure that you don't push yourself into a reading that's not for you, Sagittarius. All right, Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Sagittarius? What would you like Sagittarius to know for June? What's crossing that? Oof, Wheel of Fortune. All right, so we have the Tower in reverse, and it's crossed by the Wheel of Fortune. So you've obviously gone through something here that really shook up your world. It looks like your world was kind of destroyed because it wasn't built on a solid foundation, most likely, or something tremendous happened. And now you've been working, trying to rebuild yourself, trying to build your stability. And with the Wheel of Fortune here, things are going to be moving in your favor if they haven't already. This is a very good sign, very positive. You're now receiving positive karma to help you to rebuild your life. Let's see what happened in your past. Five of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, there was some sort of a conflict. Could have been some ego involved, but it was a very difficult, very harsh conflict here. It created changes. I feel like it puts you at a crossroads in your life as well, but you know, you're over it now. You're past it. You're trying to rebuild your life. So let me see, show me why this is happening. The Nine of Cups. Because of wish fulfillment. Yeah, you know what it is that you want, and you're looking for your wish fulfillment. What's on your mind? Show me. Page of Wands. Communication. Possibly somebody new in your life. Let me see June. Show me June for Sagittarius. Page of Swords reversed. Okay. So you've got new people in your energy here. There's something you're unsure of, something you don't know about. You may even feel deceived. Let me see. Show me how Sagittarius is showing up. Eight of Swords in the reverse. You're freeing yourself from something that you have been extremely worried about. A lot of anxiety. You're freeing yourself from that situation. The energy coming towards you is the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Now be careful, because this could be somebody that may be codependent or codependent on your energy. Or it could just merely be that this is somebody, Sagittarius, who has gone through a deep loss. Show me Spirit's advice for Sagittarius. Show me Spirit's advice for Sagittarius. The Death card. Yeah, there's a transformation that's taking place. Spirit's telling you there's something is transforming. It's a transformation. Show me the outcome at the end of... Okay, Eight of Wands reversed. So there is some sort of blockage or a lack of communication that's showing up at the end of the month. So we'll clarify all of that. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups in the reverse. You could have some bad memories here with somebody, particularly if you've gone through this Tower moment. You could be freeing yourself from these bad memories. You may also be trying to release somebody that you've known for a very long time. You could have even known this person since childhood, or they could be a soulmate. And there's a sense of releasing, letting go, freeing yourself. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Tower in reverse for Sagittarius? Two of Pentacles. Yeah, this unsettled you. This caused you to really be out of balance, whatever this Tower is. It could have also affected you financially, where you're having to rob Peter to pay Paul. The Hierophant reverse. Yeah, I do feel like there's a need for you to seek advice from somebody that you deeply respect, possibly counseling with regard to rebuilding your energy here. I do see that the choices that you're making are actually leading you to things becoming better, much better for you. I also feel like there's been an ending here. This could have been an ending in a long-term relationship, but you're moving forward. Yeah, you're definitely moving forward. There's a need for you to look at your spirituality, though. Why is the Five of Swords in reverse? This could have been somebody, there's been an ending and that caused a Tower moment. It could have been somebody that you had a lot of conflict with. Strength card in reverse. Caused a lot of fear, brought up a lot of fear. Again, I'm seeing this need for counseling or a need to work on self. Let me see why the Nine of Cups is here. The Emperor. So you've decided to take charge of your life, and you are taking action to get what it is that you really want. You've defined what it is that you want, Sagittarius, and you're definitely taking charge now. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries. So I definitely see something here has ended. It ended, it caused a Tower moment. It caused you to feel unbalanced. It brought up a lot of fear. There was a lot of conflict in this relationship anyway. And I do feel that there is definitely there's a need for you in order to rebuild yourself, Sagittarius, in a, solid way after all of this has happened. There's a need for some of you to get counseling or even to talk to somebody that you deeply trust or to delve into your own spirituality, whatever way that you see fit, because a lot of this is happening. A lot of what's happened is because of fear. This relationship, this past relationship, touched off these fear buttons in you. They triggered you. It caused this imbalance. And this is what needs to be addressed. It needs to be looked at so you can rebuild on a very solid foundation. All right, so let me see what's on your mind. We have the Page of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. So you may want to talk to somebody, but you're being very slow about it. You're not in any great big hurry to do it. Yeah. I do feel like you're kind of dragging your feet there. Let me look at, we're going to look at June in depth. Show me June for Sagittarius, please. Show me June for Sagittarius, please. All right. King of Pentacles. Five of Swords. You could be fighting with somebody that you work with, even though you've been trying to avoid it. So be careful with that. King of Cups reversed. Seven of Swords. The Magician. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Queen of Swords. The Empress. Page of Pentacles reversed. The Sun in reverse. And again, the Tower in reverse. Now that was the first card you came out with, and it's the final card that you are ending up with. So there is definitely something here, Sagittarius, that was huge in your life that just totally crumbled down to the ground. And I see you going through the month working on this, trying to figure all of this out. So the overarching energy here is that you kind of don't know what to do with this situation. I do see in the first week, a lot of you are working very hard. It's almost like you just don't really want to put your heart out there. Your heart is a little bit closed off. It's like you're not really offering any emotions. You could have a conflict with somebody at work, and this person is heartless and deceptive. So be very careful about that. Either that or you are, and I don't think you are. Because I see you as working very hard. Whoever this is somebody who feels in competition with you. Yeah, they feel like they're in competition with you, and they are willing to get what they want, even through deception. So be very careful about that. In the first week, I do see you kind of, fighting for what it is that you need. There is a little bit of ruthless energy here for you as well, because of the deception that you're dealing with. In the second week, I do feel like you're kind of either sneaking away from a situation, or you could be just not trusting because of everything that's occurred here. This does look work related though. You're really working on your own stability. It's almost like, and your money, you're stacking dollars. It's almost like you're saying, after everything I've been through, I don't have the time to deal with feelings and emotions. I'm stacking my dollars. I don't care how I got to do it, but I don't trust love. I don't want to deal with that. I'm going to fight for my dollars. That's kind of the energy I'm seeing for you in the first 2 weeks. Now, that being said, I do see you really manifesting, but it's almost like you don't trust. There's somebody here you don't trust. It could be a Gemini, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, maybe even a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But there's somebody here you don't quite trust. And I do feel like, you're just manifesting your dollars. Now, some of you are also trying to manifest the perfect mate. This would be somebody that you may have actually been married to or been in a long-term relationship with, but you're definitely not on the same page due to some sort of lying, cheating, stealing, some sort of deception. You may be trying to manifest that person back in, wondering if they're open and willing to talking to you. I do feel like there's been a lot of lessons learned, and I do feel like you want to talk to this person. You are manifesting them back in. So this is somebody that you view as the perfect partner, as a perfect mate. I do see that you're in the third week, you're working on boundaries. I also see that you are, definitely moving more into this Empress energy, which is good. So I feel like prosperity is coming to you in the third week of June, out of a situation that you may have felt some loss, particularly with regard to work. And it's going to be because of a conversation that is had where you are truthful, direct, and have the appropriate boundaries. So I feel like it's going to bring that prosperity to you. Yeah, I definitely see that. Again, it feels like it's a work situation. So a lot of you are really focusing on work. Yeah. I also see here in the third week, though, that you are putting up boundaries. You're dealing with issues of, your own self-esteem, your own value. It's like you're really learning some lessons here. And it was a loss. It was a deep loss of a relationship that caused you to move into this energy. So you're basically overcoming these fears that I see. I do feel like in the fourth week of June, you are turning down some kind of an offer here. Yeah, you're turning down something. And I feel like it's because you're just not happy with it. There's an offer that you're turning down because you're not happy. And you're also in the fourth week, I feel like you're just working on rebuilding yourself. There is still a sense of unhappiness that's here. It's stemming from not really knowing how to rebuild yourself. But I do think you're on the right track, Sagittarius, because you're starting to put up those boundaries. You're starting to look at your own value, your own self-worth. You're manifesting what it is that you want. And I do feel like that is the key to you rebuilding yourself. Now, I also see that for some of you, you are dealing with a twin flame or a deep soulmate connection. It does look like this relationship ended. It does look like the two of you have not been on the same page. And I also feel like you want to talk to this person to see whether or not the two of you can be on the same page, whether this can be worked out. There is a fear here that this person will not respond if you do reach out to them. So, because I do see you want to talk to this person, but there's a fear that they are not going to respond, that they're going to turn you down. All right. So, let me see. Overall, though, it looks like it's a month of rebuilding after some sort of trauma has occurred here. Show me how Sagittarius is showing up in this connection or in this reading. Show me how Sagittarius is showing up in this reading. All right, so we have the Four of Wands. We have the Lovers in reverse. And the Ten of Wands. All right, so I do feel like you're freeing yourself. Some of you are freeing yourself from another relationship, or it could be just the anxiety that was produced from another relationship. I do see a lot of you going out with friends, celebrating. Yeah, celebrating, but at the same time still trying to bring stability back into your life and resolve problems with a soulmate, a deep soulmate connection. So I do feel like your problems are beginning to lessen. They're beginning to resolve. I also feel like more stability is coming into your life, and you're freeing yourself from a lot of this anxiety that has occurred since this Tower moment. All right, so let me see the energy coming towards Sagittarius in the month of June. You got a Libra coming towards you, it looks like. Thank you, Spirit. Looks like a Libra who maybe has gone through a lot of loss. You may have another Sagittarius coming towards you. All right, so we have Temperance in the reverse. We've got the Ten of Coins reversed, Justice reversed, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so I'm seeing several energies here. I am seeing that you may have a Libra that is coming towards you. This Libra, though, may be offering you, and it doesn't have to be a Libra. It could just be somebody who, you know, has those qualities about them. But this person is offering their feelings and emotions to you, but there's a sense of them being unhealed. There's a loss that they've experienced in their life. And I do feel like they feel a sense of being wronged, or they feel a sense of deep loss caused by inequality in some form. This person is unhealed. Just be aware of that. They could be also codependent. I'm also seeing for some of you, there is somebody that's coming towards you. They could be another Sagittarius, but they don't have to be. But this is somebody who I do feel like they feel a lack of support from either family or close friends. They feel wronged by this. And I do feel like, you know, this has created a sense of codependence in their life, a sense of loss. This person also feels a deep sense of loss. So while you do have love offers coming from different options here, and I see it here as well as in this energy coming towards you, I also feel like, you know, these are not the love offers you want, because they're not really coming from a healed place. Yeah, so this is why I feel like a lot of you are turning these love offers down. All right, so let me see Spirit's advice. Show me why the Death card is here in Spirit's advice for Sagittarius. All right, Nine of Cups, that's in your underlying energy. You have the Eight of Swords reversed, that's in your energy. And you have the Queen of Wands, beautiful. That's you taking your seat of power. Spirit is saying you're going through a transformation, that you're on the right track. You're releasing things, that anxiety and, you know, things that kept you back. You're releasing it so you can move towards what it is that you want. And the way to do that is to take action, step into your power, understand your own divinity. Know that you're going through this transformation here. You're in a deep transformation in this month. Yeah, you definitely are. You're in a deep transformation and you are stepping into your power here. Spirit is saying you have everything you need. Spirit is saying people enjoy your company. They love to be around you. You're highly desirable, and that you have wish fulfillment coming in after you release the things that keep you trapped, keep you in a state of anxiety. And this is when that transformation is going to occur. Yeah, it's very nice. It does look like it does have to do with an ending from your past, though. All right, so let me see why we have this Eight of Wands in reverse for Sagittarius. Why is this Eight of Wands in reverse? Okay. All right, so we have the Ten of Swords reversed. The Eight of Wands goes into the upright. We have the Eight of Coins and the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Now, that's the energy coming towards you, too. So, Spirit is saying that, you know, there's a blockage that's here. It has to do with feelings of betrayal, feelings of loss, feelings of hurt and disappointment. And it could be with a particular person from your past as well. Spirit is saying that once you put the effort into this, once you work this out, it's going to lead to a breakthrough. There's a huge breakthrough coming, and it's going to be very healing for you. For some of you, it has to do with a soulmate connection or a twin flame possibly. But I do feel like it's a situation where you felt an incredible amount of loss. That other person did as well. And that there's a sense here of both of you putting effort into this. And once that effort is put in, it's going to be like, you know, all the blockages that were there fall away. They definitely fall away. Now, this person could live at a distance from you, Sagittarius, but I do feel like they will be reaching out to you. There is a need to put effort into the situation. I also see that in Spirit's advice here, that if you want a wish fulfillment here, that you have to take action. Also, be very careful, Sagittarius, that you're not self-medicating to you know, hide from the anxiety that you feel. But anyway, back to your end, I do see healing. I do see all these swords falling out. And I do feel that for most of you, there's a huge transformation that's taking place. And now it's going to take place in different forms for each person, but know that it's coming after an ending that caused a huge tower moment. And now everything is moving in your favor here as long as you participate in the transformation that's trying to take place in your life. And I do feel like you are. Yeah. Look at that bottom of the deck. We have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, which tells me that everything that has been lost is returning back to you. If it's finances, that's coming back to you. If it's a relationship or, you know, and it does look like for a lot of you, there was a relationship, a very meaningful relationship, by the way, that is reconciling. So this is all told a very, very nice reading. It's definitely going to be a full month of transformation, though. So, and don't just sit back in that transformation. Actively put the effort into it. All right. I hope that, well, let me see. I'm going to pull an oracle card for you. I got so excited about your reading here, I almost forgot to do that. All right. So you have number 9, and it's called Hope. I like that. So give me just a second, Sagittarius, and I'm going to read that for you. All right, it says, hope is the offering that carries us forward into the darkness, unbowed and unbroken, despite the knowledge of the true challenges which face us. Hope allows us to see the beauty and exquisite shifts and changes within the natural world without becoming frightened of what they are omens of. the winter of the soul. When this card comes to you, you are being asked to be receptive to hope and to allow its gentle, uplifting sweetness to bring joy and comfort into the days that grow cold. Hope will allow you to be realistic, but to also stay present and without fear, which can cripple and inhibit our pleasure in the turning of the wheel of the year. As your life moves into a time that will bring some challenges, you are given the gift of hope, which will stay with you, helping you to see the gifts in all the moments in which others will allow the challenge to steal the meaning from them. Allow the changes to take place and treasure all the time you can spend with loved ones and with the natural world, and give yourself the time to relish the ever-changing world all about you. Reach out and take the gift of hope, carry it within your heart, and let it warm you even as the days become harsher, even as people grow cold. Know that this time is impermanent and that all will change again and again. You are within a beautiful time that will not last externally, but the offering of its beauty will stay alive in your energy for all time. Give yourself time in nature, observe the changes, and watch others as they change too. Yeah, so you're to have hope during this transformation, Sagittarius. It's beautiful. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Sagittarius. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you guys in your next reading, namaste.